wanted to come and do a really quick empowering moments with Whitney. God just really spoke to me and ministered some things to me earlier today, and it really resonated in my heart today. I just left an event for a good friend, my sister, Dr. Tiara Watford. She just graduated with her doctoral degree. And let me tell you all what God placed in my spirit. And big shout out to T, Dr. T. But God wanted me to tell you all this. The difference between someone who has made it and someone who hasn't made it is perseverance. It's their desire and their willpower to keep going. Now, I am driving, so Lord forgive me. Y'all excuse me. If my husband do this, bro, a trip. But, listen. God is saying and telling us, you know, you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish, but it's all up to you. Are you going to keep going, or are you going to give up? See, the thing about it is, I look back over my life and I say, you know, my story isn't really that much different than a lot of people. I connect with so many, well, not a lot of people, but I connect with people due to my stories, because our stories can be so relatable, and it's amazing. And the thing about it, and I was like, and I have learned in my journey, is that, okay, Lord, the only thing that is different from me and other people when it comes to succeeding is that I never gave up. How many of you have understand this? That the reason why you don't get to where you want to get to is because you give up. You cannot give up. You have to keep going. You have to persevere. Even when it gets hard, you got to keep going. Let me tell you, I didn't arrive where I'm at now because I gave up. I kept going. I was determined. I said, I don't have any choice but to make it. I got a baby. At that time, I had my daughter depending on me. And then I look at it, I have a daughter and a son depending on me. I don't have any other choice. I got to do this. I can't give up, because you know why? I have 2 babies depending on me. I have 2 babies whose life, their success depends on me paving the way for them. So I come to you all today as God has sent it to me. You can't give up. You got to keep going. And one thing I tell people, you know, if you want to make it, all you need is faith. And faith is not about having it all together. Faith is not being in a line with everything. Faith is simply having faith in God. And knowing that, you know what, if God said it, it's gonna be done. If God said it, I can count it, well, it's done. If God said it. So I can't sit here and think that, you know, if I give up, I'm gonna get somewhere. Because this is the thing. God gives you the promise. He doesn't give you the blueprint sometimes. Sometimes he'll give you a couple of steps to do. But the main thing, when God gives you the promise, he leaves it up to you. It is your choice. If you're going to get there, if you're going to make it. And you're going to make it if you persevere, if you don't give up, and if you keep going. God is calling me to tell you today, don't give up. Keep going. Don't give in. Because the difference between you and other people and your story, I know a lot of people look at someone's story and be like, you know, hey, well, how did they do this? How did they do that? How did they still make it? And God said, because they never kept going. They never gave up. Joseph could have given up, but he never did. His brothers sold him for a slave. Anything could have happened. He was lied on. He was put into prison. And he still didn't give up. He kept going. He kept believing. And God is telling you today to keep believing. Don't give up. Let me tell you, one of my biggest things is that I believe in is never to give up. Never to give up. I'm not going to settle for here, because if I give up here, I'm going to stay here. And staying here ain't no option, baby. God has sent me to tell you today, where you give up is where you're going to stay. Give up where you want to stay. If you don't mind staying there, then fine, give up there. But if you're not comfortable there, don't give up there. Keep going. Keep persevering. I don't care how many times you got to try. I don't care how many times you fail. Because this is the thing about it. When you fail, you don't really fail. It's only another opportunity to learn. It's a greater opportunity to learn what you didn't learn the last time. So understand this. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep persevering. Keep holding your head up and keep moving forward in everything that you do. Not allowing yourself to give in to temptation, because, you know, giving in to saying, you know what, I'm going to quit. Do you know quitting is a temptation? Yes, quitting is a temptation, because the enemy, he will try to sell you temptation of quitting and making you give up. Don't settle there. Don't give up there. And I'm just so blessed, and I'm just so thankful for the awesome people that I have around me, that I have been able to see that they didn't give up. And I hope today that this is for someone who is ready to give up and you choose not to give up. Because remember, where you give up at is where you stay at. So don't give up. Keep going. Don't give up until you're okay with staying there. Until then, keep going. Have a blessed rest of your day. Go out and empower someone else.